Unimog John suggested I put a video of this GT Hawk up on the AACA forum, so we'll do a little quick walk around. It's sitting up on top of my whirly jig rotisserie, and for those who are needing a rotisserie, this is a really good one. I've had it about 15 years. I've had several cars up in it, and I really like it. It's just a well-built rotisserie. So commercial over. So here's some of the work that's been done. All the suspension is back on, front and back. I don't have the shocks on. Most of that on the frame is original paint. Yeah, I've touched it up some, but I didn't want to strip it all off. This inner fender panel is original paint, plus the firewall, and then this inner fender panel had to be stripped because of some rust from where the battery was, and also brake fluid from the hydrovac. The firewall's all cleaned up. Got the heater units in, the blower motor. So we're getting there. Walk around here, open up the door. Here's the inside, and you've seen pictures of that on the site. That's the original firewall pad back in. Still has the original windlass and also the original headliner, so not going to change any of that. I did do some cleaning up on the floorboards and touching up the paint in some places, but not a huge amount. This is pretty much a rust-free car. That's the original panel between the trunk and the back seat. Good solid car. And the rear suspension also is pretty much done. Those are new old stock springs that I bought from Newman and Altman about 15, 20 years ago at least. New shocks. All the brakes have been redone. All new brake lines. So a lot of work's been done. Here's the trunk area. And this is all original paint. Hasn't been touched up. There's the original cap over the sending unit in the fuel tank. Even here, and I guess this is masking tape they put over this hole at the factory for some not to get undercoating in. The string is going up to the latch so I can unlatch the trunk. You can see no rust in the lid. Just a good solid car. The weather strip is out. I need to clean all that old glue out of the channel, and then once I get the paint at least partially buffed, I'll put a new weather strip in. I've already got that on hand. And here's the suspension on the other side. And what I'm going to be doing today is flipping this up and cleaning up in the wheel wells and the undercoating underneath. The undercoating's in good shape. It's just kind of muddy, so we're going to get that cleaned up. And I'll take some video of it up in turned on its side. Here's a look with the car rolled over, at least part way. I don't want to roll it over all the way, but you can see there's some mud and just generally dirty underneath, but the undercoating is very good shape. Where the undercoating was soft from a little oil, I did pull it off, and it's just as shiny a white paint underneath. So first we're gonna try hitting this with the pressure washer and with no soap, and then I might try some simple green. Right now there's no plans to get into painting the frame. It's just light surface rust on the frame. Yeah, it could be pour 15, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to let the new owner do that. That'll be a good project for them. And you can see here the new brake lines, and that is the cuneiform. It's a new type of alloy brake line that's much more resistant to corrosion than steel. So I've used that in this car. So you can see the rear axle, and I did paint it. I had to pull the rear cover off the other day because I had went ahead and filled it with lubricant, and I was not going to tilt this thing and have all the lubricant run to the end. Even though there's seals, axle seals, I did not want to take a chance on contaminating those brakes. Notice new brake hoses also. So everything, we're getting there. We're getting close to get this thing cleaned up. I'll put the gas tank back in, and it'll start looking more like a car underneath. So let's get working on with the pressure washer. Here's the pressure washer I'm going to use. It's just a small McCulloch F1000. It's about 20 years old. My dad had gotten it, and I don't think he used it very much at all. And nah, it's not a big fancy high pressure one, but to be honest with you, I don't want a lot of pressure here. Yeah, I'm not trying to knock off or get water up underneath that undercoating. I'm just trying to clean the dirt and the mud off of it. So I think this will do fine. So we'll try it, and I'll try a spot, and then we'll get back. All right, we have finished up the pressure washing. Ended up using some cleaner on it, and it got pretty clean. I didn't get as, be honest with you, didn't get as clean as I wanted it to. Especially there's areas like this that I even brushed it. So I guess what I'm going to do is take some rust undercoating, and I'll just spray everything, freshen it up. You can see how decent the frame rails look. Did clean off the mud on those. You got even back here where there's surface rust, you got factory paint. So I didn't make too bad of a mess. And with things that are already painted, just had to wipe them off. So all in all, I think that's okay. I can live with that. So, and being up on the rotisserie will make it a lot easier to touch up this undercoating also. So I'm letting it dry now. I'm gonna make sure it's good and dry. I'll let it dry a couple of days before I work on the respraying the undercoating, and I might touch up a few places on the frame. Right here, it's just pretty dirty looking. I don't like that, so I might work on that a little bit, but I'm not going to totally redo it. So, pretty good day. Wasn't too bad work. It was just time-consuming, and a lot of back and forth, turning it one way, turning it the other way. So, but we'll be okay. So, all in all, a good day. I'll post a video soon of the touching up of the undercoating.